they used to pay accounting company that they paid the 3 times no more compared to my salary. And I worked there for 5 years. So the people there that worked with me, they always said, "Oh, Sidney, you are giving a lot of profit for this company." So I said, "No, I'm learning a lot of things from this company. This company is giving me a lot of knowledge, you know." So after this, I find a job that this company offered me the double of the salary, and then so on so forth. So every company, that I start to work, give me a better salary because all the things I did, about my experience and my background. So today, I mean, yes, I have a more comfortable life. I have my house, my car, a kind of a basic income that could I can survive. I can provide that something for my family, and also I'm looking for, like Luis said, a balanced life. I'm looking for to I always try to have a moment with my family, to have to travel with them at least twice a year. So that's it.
Nice. Everybody trying to find this balance. What is your opinion, Fabiano?
In my case, it's the same as Luis said. I was in the beginning of my career, I was looking for more financial security and to gain experience. So in a startup, it's more risks, but uh, I will prefer if I started my career right now, I will prefer the financial security. But nowadays, it's about to work with balance, as Sydney said. Uh, Nowadays, will choose the startup that aligns with my passion.
Nowadays, you think you have financial security enough to go after your passions? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes.
Nice.
Nowadays, yes, because I have more than 25 years of experience in working, so I made some savings, and nowadays I it's the same. Nowadays, I'm looking for a new opportunities abroad, but I'm trying.
Nice, nice. You're very brave because for myself, I am very, how can I say that, scared of making a big decision that's gonna ruin my career. So I always choose the safe option, the safer option, which
And
is in this case. Yes,
nowadays,
please.
there are a lot of I see some opportunities to work abroad from here. Do not leave Brazil, but I'm trying to win this.
Nice, guys. My connection is still a little bad, so if you guys notice that I am taking too much to answer, or if my screen freezes, please continue without me, okay?
Okay.
Pereira, please, question number one, can you please answer?
Okay, for sure. Making a decision is not easy, you know. You need to think serious about what's best, to you for you, you know. Not always the high salaries means a good thing for us. That's my opinion, you know. But about the question, I'm pretty sure that it depends about the financial situation that you have, you know. I already had some decision in my life that like something like that, you know, and I have to choice between good salary and to be far away to my family, for example, you know. And at the time, it's so hard to me made this decision, you know, because um, usually in my profession, in my job, pay more far away from home, you know, in other state, other place. So I've been working Pará, Rio de Janeiro, some place in Brazil in the past because good salaries, you know. But now I am 38, and to me, it's most important to be close to my family, you know? Cause that right now I prefer to work with their last salary, but close my family. But I think it depends, no, about the question between our two choice, no, and to get a good salary, no, financial salary, and another it's about to growth, no, to growth or not opportunity. It depends about your situation, you know. That's my thought about this opinion, this question. No, it depends about situation. If you need some things to earn something or to buy a house, if you're doing a, I don't know, save money, no, save money. Maybe first you have to think about good salaries, no. And but if you think about tomorrow, the good, you know, the stability, you know, it's good you think more about another patient. But to me, it depends each situation, depends each person, no, and about your what you want, no. That's my humble opinion.
For sure, guys. I think what Pereira said was it's very important. Pesa na decisão. It depends on your
Yeah,
moment, the moment
moment.
that you are living, the situation that you are going through. Nice, thank you, Pereira. Question
No
number
problem.
2, guys. Ó, eu tô interrompendo vocês, talvez, por causa da internet, tá, gente? Foi mal. É porque eu sinto que vocês estão
No problem.
falando e aí eu falo e... Nossa, vocês estão travando muito aqui pra mim. Eu até desliguei minha câmera. Sorry.
No problem.
Question number 2, guys. Do you usually rely more on logic or emotion when making important choices? Can you think of a time when this helped or hurt you? Fabiano.
Depends on situation, but normally I use more logic to make a choice. Uh, I I am a very technical person, so I always think in a logical way. And if I if I could, I analyze some information. And for example, when in an example for this is about when I choose a job offer that the salary is not so good, but I know I know all the people from the company. All the people know, but most part of the company, and I know where the project will uh, where I can arrive with the project. So I choose this one, and it was a best decision because I loved to work there, and the project was a success, and I won a prime, how can I say, premium, a prime,
I think
uh,
it's a prize.
a price, yes, about the project, and the company pay us some extra money. So compense, it was the best decision. But this could happen because I knew the project and I knew the people, and I can choose this.
Yes, for sure. But a lot of people would say that this is a very comfortable decision to earn less money. But I consider that this is a decision that someone that knows himself very well would make. Because,
Yes,
for example, you know that for you it's important to know the people involved in the project. Even though you earn less money, it's important for you to know how can you contribute to this project. Some people don't mind about this paz de espírito.
yes,
For me, it's very important too.
yes. But I realize that I'm in the past I make some bad decisions as well. But it's a part of our life.
For sure. What about you, Luis?
Well, nowadays I think that I am more emotional because, well, I am a kind of very passionate about I love to do, and it's a danger because sometimes you don't think you don't have a very accurate mindset, So, but because for me, what's in your heart is what's matter, So, is this?
Simple like that. But
Yeah.
I am curious. In the past, did you used to make decisions based on
Y-
logic, more on
Yeah,
logic than emotion?
yes, yes, yes. But these almost kill me in certain time, because I worked a lot. For instance, I didn't know my house when I married. I spent a lot of time so far away from my wife, and the life becomes so gray, so that 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 was the price that I paid for be 100% logical, But yes, nowadays I'm more passionate about the things, I think.
Nice, nice. Thank you. Pereira, what about you?
So I think it depends about the of time that decision you're going to make, But the most part of my decision, I try to think with mind. Sounds a little bit cliche, but I've heard that quote that it's better think you for mind than you for heart than your heart. No, it's better because I try to follow logic. I try to follow reason. No, the most part. I wouldn't say that you have to use your mind or your logic for 100%. But the most part, I try to use the logical things, In a professional area, for example, I use 100%, because as a mathematical guy, I work with numbers, To me, it's very important to check it out, to analyze, I forget that word, to check it out, to search numbers, data, backgrounds, charts. It's very important to make a decision, And in my job, 100% logic, In my life, almost 100%. But sometimes we are human beings, no, to be honest. Sometimes we think with hearts, no. But as I said before, it's better to think with your mind than your heart. That's my humble opinion.
Thank you, Pereira. And you, Sydney, what is your thought about this question?
Yes, my personality, I'm more a logic guy. I was I was more logic before. So when I met my wife, she taught me a lot of things to be more emotional, because she's a teacher, so she work with, the kids, so she more emotional. And she presented me a lot of things about arts, go to the theater, to the cinema, concerts. What else? Yeah, to appreciate, the instrumental, classic music, So it made me feel more emotional. I think she saved me a little in terms to be less, severe in some situations. Because even in my relationships before her, I did some calculations, For example, the benefits, pro and cons, I had a girlfriend before her that she lived far away from me, so yeah, it was a tough moment. But nowadays, and also with my son, he also taught me, to have contact with him, and it also give me the chance when I saw him that he remembered my childhood when, I have some moments with my parents as well. So yeah, today I'm logic in my work. I used to speak less when I'm working in the company, Yeah, I work presently. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Mondays and Fridays, I used to work remotely. But and some people they think that I'm a kind of maybe it's because I'm an accountant and I think so much about numbers, but it's my job, so it's impossible to not stay, concentrate, focus on my job and working and spend my time spend as little as possible with some conversations, no, about football and gossips, things like that.
Nice, nice. You remember you remember me about my father. He also had a girlfriend in the past that he used to make calculus to see if it was worth for him. And I said, Dad, you don't like her. If you are making calculus, you really don't like her. Question number 3, guys. Some people fear making the wrong choice so much that they delay decisions. Have you ever experienced this? How did it affect the outcome? Luis.
Yes, my life is a construction of a bad choices, So, but sometimes the wrong choice uh, drives you to a better place, Sometimes wrong choice just spend some time of your life, So I think that's well, something like that.
It's part of life to making wrong choices.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of wrong choice is important, So
yes.
sometimes it's wrong that time, but you can fix in the another opportunity. So
And if
stuff
you
like
didn't
that.
make that choice wrongly, you would not be the Luis that you are today, maybe.
Yes, as for instance, if you don't choose make it, choices, you will be stuck it. No, you'll be in the same place forever. So what's wrong? What's right? You have a timeline for this. So it's how you see this. For this, for my parents, when I leave my job 5 years ago, was the most life wrong decision in my life. So, but for me, was the best one. No, it's this kind of things.
Depends on the way you see it.
Yes,
It also depends on who is making the choice because you were making the choice and you were, how can I say that? Disposed to pay the price.
yes, yes. Pay the price is another topic. If you want, you need to pay the price.
Of course.
You can, but you need to be courage or not, and it's your life. It's only with you.
For sure. If you didn't make this choice 5 years ago, maybe you would be stuck, maybe you would be still unhappy.
Yes, very unhappy. And I sometimes I try I catch me think, well, I spent 20 years of my life uh close in a office, driving the same path every day, away from my wife, working from morning to late night, eating bad, uh, no, for people that I don't know, people that they are not my friends. No, so yes, something like that.
Nice,
You
nice.
need to be moving all the time. Just this. So bad choice, wrong choice, good choice will be part.
Yes, for sure. Pereira, what about you? What is your opinion? Do you delay your decisions?
Yeah, sometimes it's happened, no? And but I don't mean delay, because sometimes it's necessary you think more and you make decision instantly. I forget that word in English right now. And can be a wrong decision, no? But to me, it's important to take brave, spend a little time with yourself, think more, take some opinions, but good opinions. I don't mean to to look for someone that you don't help, But also that it's good you have to be a good friend, I usually make some meditation. I think important you search for some answers before you make a decision. It's very important. Sometimes I believe cause that cause when you're getting older, you can understand more things clear. I am an extra person. In the past, I was more. I tried to answer happily things right now, but now I'm fake brave. I think more. But it's very important you pay attention about the decision that you want to make. That's my opinion about it. Sometimes can be delayed, but delay sometimes can be good for you. You know, that's my opinion. It's better you delay than you make a bad decision that you know suffer tomorrow. That's my opinion.
For sure, for sure. Thank you, Pereira. Sydney, what about you?
Yeah, for me, let me see, delay. Yes, some people delay the decision, like I think Peter said. I agree with him. But there are some decisions that we must take a risk. For example, to change a career, because I mean, think about this. I don't know. I think one day the technology, the AI, will take the most part of my task, my job. So I'm thinking now that nowadays I have more comfortable life to take advantage of this, and start to study, go or for example, for instance, go to the technological area, try to mix the things to because when it get my area, I will be more prepared, to take this some something or to mix, this like, knowledge and technology and because I think that this will impact mostly in the financial situation. This kind of AI will do the things automatically, and because this some company will provide, you for offer the same service and with the less price, the low price, it will affect the financial part of my job. And I think some people they delay because they live in a bubble, in a comfortable life. So it's for them, if we know that it hurts a lot. It hurts. It's painful when we must decide to something and to get out of your bubble, of your comfortable life. So it's necessary in many cases to get your dependency, to not depend or rely on the others. But in the same time, the people must understand, must it's a process that the people know to make this decision, and yes, to get out of it and to reach another level in your life.
For sure, for sure. Great example of decision that you brought. Fabiano, what is your opinion? Do you usually delay decisions in your life?
Sometimes more than I wanted, but I am a person who think a lot, and this is I think is my problem. So in some ways, I think a lot, and I would like to do the things with perfection, and this is my problem. But I'm trying to change this and to make more decisions with fair the same way. And one thing that I learned is better to regret that something that you did, that's something that you didn't do. So I think nowadays I'm thinking more in this way, and I try to do the things without the thing that I do is perfect or is ready. I try. It's difficult to change, but I'm trying to do this, and um, the things are coming to work, beginning to work nowadays.
Nice, nice. I think um, parecido with Fabiano. I usually delay a lot of my decisions. I need to be sure that I make it the good decision. But I recently started to think that como é que é, gente, o pensamento que eu tive? Peraí, sorry. I don't delay. I just need to be ready. So I take the time that I need to make the decision. Maybe Luis has 2 months of time to make the same decision that I need 1 year, but it's my time and Luis has his time. So it's very personal, the time that we have. And if somebody else looks from the outside, they're gonna think we are delaying, but we are just in our time, you know, our private time. Question number 4, guys. What role does intuition play in your decision-making process, especially when there isn't enough time or data to analyze everything? Pereira.
Sure. I was thinking about this question here, number 4. I was thinking that, as I said before, it's important to analyze, because if you start to think through your mind, it's the most parts it's better, And in my job, I used to do that, for make some decision, because sometimes I meet up with some engineers and I have to make some decisions, hard decisions. It's when it comes to about a lot of money, some decision about the hard things, to solve some hard problems there. And it's necessary to use data, use background, story, chart. I think that the word in English, chart, it's very important to analyze, because even in your daily life, I try to do that, when going to make a decision, especially that's a decision, it's about money, it's about my career, it's about our big things, you have to think more, and to analyze, you research about it. I forget all the time that word, analyze, to analyze things is important in professional area, in the daily area as well, how can I say that, work with another experience, with someone else experience, it's important as well, or I will not do that because that person try to do that, it's not work for them, it's work for me. You have to make the question, all the time with yourself. I think it's very important to analyze short history, to try to make a bad decision. Try, because sometimes there are memorization, something like that, those work. But it's a better way, it's a static, it's mathematical. Know what I mean? That's my opinion.
Yes, for sure. I know what you mean. I agree with you. It's good to rely on data. It's for me, it's safer than to rely only on emotions, for example.
That's it.
Fabiano, what about you? What is your opinion? Do you usually use a lot of your intuition?
Yes. I normally use my intuition. Sometimes are right, sometimes are very wrong, but what I can do. But normally, on the last days, I'm making some right things, but in this case, without data, without information about something, I always know. I usually make the right decision.
Nice, nice. Good to hear that.
Yes.
Luis, what about you? Is your intuition a heavy factor in your decision-making process?
Yes, I think the intuition is a beginning, they start from something that I want to know, to explore more. For instance, me and my wife, we want to move for a small city in the countryside of Brazil. Now we know that we want to move to a small city, but now we are researching what state, what kind of city, internet connection. So we started to research, but the intuition is well the first step. You know, we was realized that our seats don't work for us anymore, and we need to you want to spend some time in a small seat, this kind of thing. So, but intuition is the first.
Got it. Intuition was the sparkle, and you use data
Yes.
to analyze the other stuff.
Suddenly we start, well, this is not working. We need to think about that. So, well, let's start to think more serious about this subject. So we start to research, bring the things on the table, what's possible, what's not possible, what can what can what can be a big failure for us, how can recover, all these possibilities. Well, Fabiano said, I think that when you have data you can see more clear the things.
Nice, nice.
Sorry, I think that intuition, oh, I forgot that word that Luis said, intuition. It's like a data, for our consciousness, because we have experience. This is my intuition, but it's just maybe some data that your brain have, about some experience. For example, before when I'm going to buy something for internet, I usually check out the comments. Most parts of people do that. Maybe it's fake, it's normal for us. But I think that the most part of for us intuition, it's a data for a consciousness. No, that's it. Sorry for interrupt you.
No, please don't. Não se desculpe. I forgot the word.
When Luis was talking, I remember that they're inside here.
Yes, please. If you have more, please interrupt me. Okay.
Okay.
Sydney, what about you?
Yes, for me, that's it. Intuition, it come with experience and background. And if we have already a time to analyze all the data that we have, it will be perfect to make the better decision. But in some quick decisions, normally we don't have enough data to analyze, and maybe that we have the experience in living in a real world could give us, the chance to make the better decision. I think we have example like in the Black Friday, where we see a lot of promotion, unmissable promotion. Some of the market used to trick us, to use some things to make us, to buy this kind of thing. So it's important to think, to analyze, and to think, oh, it's this price, I thought this price maybe 2 months ago, so it's really unmissable or not. I can rating, for example, January or February, where the company use, to make some promotions because it's a kind of period that the people spend more their money with traveling, with some schools, things like that. So it's, yeah. I think intuition, it could be a kind of, how can I say, not magical, but a kind of thing that ability, that someone have. But in the same time, we have this feeling, we have this kind. That is the name of it. Gust, maybe gust. We have this kind of emotion that something will be wrong, if you make this decision. So let's start. Let's let's wait that I think will be in the future. Like to invest. I have heard that there is a bubble in the technological area, like the AI. So the people start to remain in the same point and to see what the things will going on in the future. It's a kind of tuition as well.
Nice, nice. Nice example of the Black Friday. And I think we also, the marketing companies trick us to think that this is indispensable. I forgot the word. Today I am very bad with my English, sorry.
Yeah,
But we for
unmissable.
unmissable, thank you.
Yeah,
But we forgot that every year we have promotions, so we're gonna
yeah,
get the same price again maybe in 6 months from now.
yeah,
All right, guys.
Market strategies.
Marketing strategies, exactly, Pereira, exactly. Guys, question number 5. Do you believe people are naturally risk averse, or does it depend on the situation? How does your personal risk tolerance affect your everyday life? Fabiano.
I think that people are naturally risk averse. Uh, I see some people doesn't do something because I have afraid of this, I have afraid of that, and I see a lot of people thinking this way. Of course, depending on the situation. If it is something that you can have a life risk, so I understand the decision. But my tolerance, uh, I am a little bit, what can I say, arrojado about the risks. For example, I accept more elevated risks to do something or to do a project, for example. But depends on the situation. But normally I accept some more risks.
Nice, nice. Even on investing your money, for example, because I
Yes,
think investing the money is a great topic to know if you accept more risks or not,
yes,
if you're more conservative.
yes. The good thing that I advise is study a lot about what you're doing, what are you doing, and doesn't put all the money. Put some money that I think in this way. If I lost this money, okay, I I can make this money in other months or a couple of months. So I with money I use this rule for me. I I can risk take some more risks, but the money that if I lost doesn't make me bad or makes me lost a lot of things.
Nice. Thank you, Fabiano. Luis, what about you? How do you think about this?
Well, I think that naturally people, well, risk averse, taking assuming risks for life and fears walk together, you know. So I think that people naturally are risk averse because it's a tool of survival, you know. So a lot of people avoid choose some kind of big risk for their lives because they know the consequence. We were talking about money investment, for instance. I am a total conservative with my money, no, because I don't like to take risks because I don't have another opportunity to be poor, no. So if I don't have another opportunity, so I need to be very conservative about this topic. But but if I need to, for instance, well, make another transition career, I will do, you know, because it's my way, stuff like that.
Nice, nice. Good. I forgot. Gente, hoje eu tô ruim. Vocês me desculpa, minha cabeça tá ruim, tô esquecendo todas as palavras. Sorry. Sydney,
No
please go
problem.
on.
Yeah. Well, for me, I strongly believe that the people are averse to risk naturally. Because I think our brains are designed not to spend the energy, our nutrients in things that is not related about our survival. Like go to the gym, our brain always trick us to stay at home. Let's stay on the sofa or the bed, scrolling or cell phone because things like that. So the people, I think, the effort to take risk it's so. I think we have to be more. How can I say? It's not tolerance, but naturally we are resistant, more resistant, to take risks. And I think, for example, some coaches they used to say, "Oh, we must take risk to be rich," but they already have the strategy. They have a part of their wealthy in a safe place. So for them, if something happen with the part of their money, they will not be poor, like Luis said. For us, that it will be easy to maybe lose 100 reais. Oh, it will be a tragedy. It will impact not just us, but our family, and we'll take lose it. I will put my losing this money, will put my son in the public school, so it will be terrible. It will affect also the relationship with my wife. So I am a conservative, like Luis said, nowadays, and to take risks, it must be a thing that unbelievable, to miss it.
Thank you, Sydney, for your vision. Pereira, what about you? How do you think about taking risks?
Yes, that's an interesting question because I think you have to take risk, but at the same time you have to be conscious. You have to be smart about the risk that you're going to have or you're going to make. To me, some people be afraid to take some risk because it's hard sometimes, to take risk. But if you, the most part of success people take risk, and in the past, if I didn't to take a risk, maybe I am not the person that I'm now. I will not the person that I am right now. Sometimes I might, you know what I mean. Sometimes it's necessary to take a risk. To take risk to talk in English, because our native language is Portuguese. Sometimes it's hard to think another language. And but when you to take a risk, uh, the chance to have the success in the future, it's more. I wouldn't say that life is a game. I wouldn't say that. But sometimes it's necessary to take risk. But with conscious, smart choice. It's good. That's my opinion. That's it.
Good point, Pereira. Yes, sometimes we have to take risks and sometimes we are ready for them. But in another
That's it.
topics, we are not. Like money, for example, Sydney and Luis are more conservadores.
That's it.
Fabiano is more willing to take more risks with money.
But
It
depends.
depends.
It's
It
not
depends
all of
about
my money.
situation.
It's a small part of my money.
Of course, you are maybe more prepared because you lived through situations in the past that you know that you have to take risks with a little bit of
Yeah,
money.
Yeah.
yeah. A little part of my money. If I lose, okay, I earn it again in next month, for example.
Of course, yeah.
That's
Some
it.
people do.
We have to
Please,
try
Pereira.
to be we have to try to be smart, but it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
hard to be smart. No, sometimes you have to make some mistakes to get experience. It's normal. We have to. It's a balance. No, have to notice, have to learn. No, but sometimes risk it's necessary.
yeah.
For sure.
The foot on the floor.
And the foot on the floor. I love it. Guys, thank you so much for being with me. Pereira, was a pleasure to meet you, and to the other guys, was a pleasure to have you again. I'll see you guys some other time. Have a nice
See you.
week. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much.